Are you just recording now? All right, I'm gonna show you a quick overhead setup. Dope part about this setup.
I'm gonna screw you up.
Okay. Woo. All right, I'm gonna show you a quick overhead setup for doing product videos. This is real easy and really inexpensive. I'm using 2 iPhones. You can do it with any multiple set of cameras, but I'm using 2 iPhones because of the Blackmagic Camera does something really, really cool. So I have an iPhone 16 Pro Max as my overhead camera that's pointing down because that's gonna be the primary angle. I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max on a Ulanzi MT73 or basically any cheap mobile tripod, and that's providing my face angle. So down here, I have my iPad, which you can see they're both angles. So there's the overhead and this one is my face cam. What I can do with this app is basically switch angles just by tapping. But the cool thing is this app will record both angles simultaneously to the iPad. They're also being recorded to the phone. So I can bring all of that footage back into the computer for shooting. Now, for lighting this setup, I am using what is a newer MS60, which is a little 60-watt light. And I have a 17-inch dome on it with the grid. That's providing the light for my face. But by putting the grid on, it doesn't like overwash out the back because it limits how far back the light will go in order to make my face look great. And then for fill light, I got both windows because it's daytime, so that works. But just in case, overhead, I have a little panel. This is like a $15 panel. It's just providing some extra light to here because this does cover it, but it also will make sure that there's no dead spots as I move around. So for all of that, for audio, I'm using DJI Mic 2, and I have one of the mics basically connected to this Falcam mag mount, which is holding the first iPhone, and then the other microphone is connected to the Osmo Pocket 3, which I have above me just as some sort of BTS shots that I can cut away with. So real easy to do if you have multiple cameras and you want a multi-angle. If not, you can actually do it with one camera, just shoot the angles back to back and then get into doing your voiceover work. But this is a real easy setup. And again, the Blackmagic Camera app is absolutely free. And you know, to get a magnet phone mount or something that holds a phone could be anywhere from $10 to like $50. And then the DJI Mic 2 is probably the most expensive part of this setup. But nowadays there's a bunch of good alternatives coming out that are ranging like under $100. So that's a real simple top-down setup, real easy to do. And what I'm going to do now is record this video. Again, the best part of this trick is the Blackmagic Camera app and its ability to trigger both the phones to record, but also synchronize those recordings to the iPad. And again, I'll have the individual ISO files from both phones on those phones, which I can move to a computer later. And that's it. So we're going to build this real quick. And thank you, Paul Duncan, for being a cameraman. Here you go. Simple stuff.